good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome back to another episode of the HoloBros podcast, man. It is, of course, your boy, Homies for Life, aka your boy Weezy. I am brought back again here today with my co-host, my guy. Y'all know him, y'all love him. But yet, y'all see we have a special guest in the building. My fault, bro. My fault.
Wait, where he at?
Y'all see him? Y'all see he off to my right. He off to my right. Y'all see him?
Well, where he
Yeah,
at in
man.
relation to me? Where
No,
where,
he
where I gotta
he
look?
he he top right, cool. So like up here, like not to your left, to your left, to your left. Yeah, see him, yeah.
Okay,
Hey, brother,
okay,
hey,
okay,
brother, man. Hey, man,
okay.
we have a special guest in the building. My dog Amir, man. Hey, man,
The goat.
What's
it's
happening,
it's
fellas?
a,
What's
it's a
happening?
it's a pleasure to have you on the show, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hey, man, but you know, it's I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's about to be, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a chill episode. We just talking today, so
We chilling, man.
don't expect nothing too
We
crazy.
chilling, man.
But
Listen.
cool. You wanna kick this one off?
Yeah, man. Let me get my guy. You feel me? A proper introduction,
Oh
man.
yeah, go crazy, go
Uh,
crazy, go.
a legend. First of all, let's start it off with this, man. A legend, and not only Jersey athletics,
He
football,
he
wrestling.
he.
Ooh. Then he said, nah, fuck this, man. Jersey ain't big enough, man. I gotta go down to Texas, man. Show these niggas what I could do. He went to Texas. Texas
Ooh.
football. What? Texas football. You know, they be like, oh yeah, nah, Jersey people, yeah, or other people can't fuck with Texas, man. Y'all come down here, y'all ain't doing
That's
shit.
a fact. That's a
Come
fact.
on,
That's a
man.
fact. That's a
Come
fact.
on, man.
That's a fact.
Who y'all talking to? Y'all playing with. Come on, man. The man himself, man. But not just that. Y'all see what he got on? He got on the gusto.
Yes,
Wait.
sir.
What's the gusto? Wait, hold, cool. What's the gusto? I don't understand what the gusto. The gusto is his own damn brand, man.
Y'all
We
see
talk
it.
about support black business. My guy, you feel me? Where the fuck is my gusto shirt? I should have wore that today. Fuck.
Damn.
Because I actually, I
I
actually,
don't
I
know
actually
about.
bought a gusto shirt. Yeah, because you're lost right now. We got to get you. We got to get you right. You're
Yo,
lost.
We gonna get
y'all,
you right, Wiz.
y'all gotta get me
That's all right.
right,
We gonna
bro.
get you right.
Please, bro.
Yeah,
I need
yeah, yeah.
something. I need that red one.
There
That
we
red
go.
one, though.
Let's
I
see what's
need
going
that.
on.
I need
Yeah,
that.
I got the olive green. That olive green. That
Nah,
shit hit.
I need that red one because I got the Chicago's. Yeah, I need that. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. That should be tough. That would be tough. But yeah, to finish the introduction, also a married man. You feel what I'm saying? A
Woo,
married man.
woo,
My guy. You
woo.
feel me? The legend, the goat, man. Amir, the legend, man. So,
Sir.
the reason why I feel like he would be a good guest for this type of show is because he definitely has a great story. I want to say that. Uh, Major hard worker, definitely got his own shit going on as far as his own brand, things like that. Like I just said, married man, so that comes with a whole different lifestyle. I'm already knowing it. Uh, and just like I said, bro, just good all around, good dude, motivational. He got he got the right mindset, especially for a show like this, where it's about helping you guys, helping the youth, or just anybody that's listening, want to chase a dream, anything like that. So with that being said, man, let's get right into the show, man. Once again, Amir,
Sirski.
love having you on, bro. Appreciate you for coming on and fucking with us, bro.
Much love, brother. It's definitely an honor to be here. An honor to be a part of this process, this podcast, this moment. So thank you for the opportunity.
Nah, you already know, bro.
That's a
So
fact.
first, I gotta ask you, bro. Like we're gonna skip around, but first, I gotta ask you, bro. Going from Jersey to Texas, man. What was that transition like?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. It was different. It was different in a whole lot of ways, more ways than one. I say the people, the energy, the landscape, everything was entirely different. But I'll tell you, I received a whole lot of love when I made the transition. So that definitely helped. Um, I feel like the one thing that was the difference maker with that move was the opportunity and the availability of opportunity out there. So getting that allowed me to make the moves that I've been making for sure. So that's probably been the biggest difference with that transition.
So
Word. All right,
go ahead.
so yeah, no, that's a fact. But like, so I gotta ask this too, bro. So the culture shock was there like a major culture shock coming from here to Texas? Like, what's the difference in the culture? You would say?
I'm gonna say the people are definitely more like open to like engaging and helping each other in a lot of different ways. Like,
And where, Texas or Jersey?
yeah, Texas. Like, I'm not gonna say that none of that happens in Jersey, but like the overall friendliness of the individuals that you meet, whether it's like you get stuck on the side of the road somewhere, somebody's always gonna pull off to go help you out, push your car to a gas station or whatever it might be. Or just saying hello in the morning when you're walking by somebody. Like the energy is real different. You know, people are more willing to just take time out of their day to like help you out or something. So that's the Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
The Southern
So
hospitality, yeah.
that's probably the big thing.
But you want to know why though, right? Because everybody got a damn gun. Everybody, they gotta be
Yeah,
peaceful. They gotta be
yeah,
peaceful.
yeah.
Somebody
That's
trip,
a
it's
fact.
over with. Yeah,
That's
so
facts. That's facts for
I'll be
sure.
peaceful too. What? Yo, excuse
You
me. Can I
gotta
have
be.
permission to say excuse me? Nah, I just want to get my fault. That's my
I
Yeah.
fault.
also think the space aspect.
Hold up.
You said what, bro?
Yeah, my
Cutting
fault. You
out.
cutting out, Brody. You cutting out, Brody.
I'm cutting out, bro.
What I
Yeah.
was what I was
Oh
what I
yeah.
was saying was, oh,
You good?
Yeah, you
I got
good.
a
You
phone
good.
call coming. You hear me now?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
All right, bet. So imagine you coming from the place where we're from, and it's like nobody has a front yard, right? And then you go to a place like Texas where everybody got land. So
God.
having that space makes you a little bit more comfortable going out and reaching out to folks rather than you right up next to each other in Jersey and New York where you bumping into folks every which way you go. So
Word.
having that physical like space, your own little bubble that's like I guess protected in a way is it makes a difference. Like being crowded spaces kind of makes you a little bit more antsy. You worried about what's going on around you versus in Texas, it's kind of like you can relax a little bit because ain't nobody all upon you. So
Oh,
that
okay.
also helps. So that's another big thing I noticed just watching folks and
Yeah.
living there. So
All right. That makes a lot of sense. Cause I never
Does.
thought like living here all my life and like not really seeing nothing else, bro. I never really thought about it like that. But it do be like a lot of mean mugs, like
Yo,
a
it's
lot
cut.
of mean
because you're worried
mugs.
about what the next man doing.
Yeah,
That's
that's a fact.
so
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
you don't gotta worry about that as much.
Also think too it's because of the fucking cold. Like,
The
For
cold,
sure.
the cold make
For
niggas
sure.
lose their patience quick.
Yeah,
For
hell
sure.
yeah. Hell yeah,
Because
bro.
you lock up, you tight. Everybody tight. So
Yeah,
that's what
Yeah.
that code will do to you. So but I
yeah.
definitely feel that. So
So
that's the biggest shit for sure.
so I had a question for you, Amir. You talked about, you know what I'm saying, the land of opportunity coming from Jersey transitioning to Texas. How was that in relation to, you know what I'm saying, just by you now starting your own business, how did those opportunities, you know what I'm saying, arise itself, and how did they eventually change your path into where you currently are now?
Um, two things. One thing I'll give credit to growing up where we're from in Jersey, New York, in that area. You get that drive, right?
Yeah.
You get that energy from the folks around you to either propel yourself to do better, because you know you're gonna fail if you don't. Like it's an ingrown kind of mindset when you're in that hustle and bustle environment. So when you get out of that space, you're able to take those ideas and use the materials and the spaces around you to take advantage, because with so many people where we're from, there's only so many spaces and availability for things to get done, right?
True.
Versus out in like rural Oklahoma or Dallas, Texas, you got more room to work with. So I would definitely say, one, getting that aspect of life and understanding and how to come up with ideas and using that drive that you get from where we're from and applying it to somewhere that might need it is probably the biggest thing. So that's kind of how I've been able to make the moves when it comes to gusto. It's really just taking those same ideas and that same drive that I got from growing up where we're from
Right.
and applying it to spaces that probably need it. So
Right.
Word. So you talk about the ideas, and I kind of want to go back a little bit. So when did you get the idea of, yo, I want to start my own
I was
brand, I
just
want
about to
to
ask that.
make my own clothing company, all that?
It probably started not too long because I don't know. I grew up skateboarding. Like I was all
Yeah.
sport athlete kind of dude, right? So I did all kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
Seeing,
definitely was the DGKK, bro. Definitely was the
yeah,
DGKK.
yeah. Seeing all of that growing up, and then like wanting to have a brand of my own to advocate for youth that they can be outside and have a little bit of sense of freedom in places like New York and New Jersey where there isn't a whole lot of room to move. Skateboarding was kind of like another outlet for me, and I feel like it's a great way to impact a lot of youth lives using a brand like Gusto to either inspire them to go for their dreams, but then also have a sticker to put on their board to allow them to keep that idea alive, right? So having a symbol to just put that in their mind every day when they either go on skateboard or just out in the world rocking it on a hoodie or something is something I want to do. I want to inspire people in that way, especially young kids. So that's really why I started it. But if you want me to put like a date on it, I'll probably say not too long after I left New Jersey that I was like, I need to do this because I know what impact it had on me. You know, growing up there, I know that a lot of kids out here probably need the same thing. So
Okay, so I didn't even know that. So this is technically like a skateboarding brand.
I mean, in some regards, you can call it that. It's it's inspirational clothing. So I mean, through the avenue of skateboarding is just more specifically where
Oh,
it
okay,
started.
gotcha.
But that's kind of what I'm going with it. So
So now I gotta ask. So now, why Gusto, right? Because there's always a story behind every name, and you're
Hell
obviously a
yeah.
purposeful dude. So I want to like, why Gusto? Why that choice?
the word itself kind of has to do with doing things boldly, right? So you're doing something with gusto. You're going through life and you want to be bold in whatever action that you're going to take out here and be meaningful, be meaningful and purposeful with it. So the word itself means a whole lot, and I wanna get that into people's vocabulary so that they understand that when they want to do something, they should do it purposefully and with meaning and intention. Um, so that's really why the word gusto itself is so important to me and why I decided to name it Gusto.
Yeah, no, that's a tough ass, and it's catchy too, because
Yeah.
it's not. Some of these dudes got these long ass like names for the. Bro, I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Nobody gonna
Yeah.
remember that. I can't even repeat the shit back to you. You just told me it. So, nah, I think that's fire, bro. So also, anything else? Because I don't know. Did you have the soccer jerseys?
I had something. I had like a little jersey fit that I had put together. It has like some numbers on it. It was like a long sleeve, so it's like it was like a
Yeah, I
little
think it looked like
something
some
to
soccer shit. Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah.
So, you got anything else anything else? You know what I'm saying? Don't give up your whole plan, but do you have anything else that people may be on the lookout for or may need to be on the lookout for as far as clothing or any brand additions?
I'm definitely looking to work on some more stuff for wintertime gear. Like I know that I've got some jackets I'm working on. If we talking about like cardigans and that type of thing, because I focused on the hoodie space for a while now, and that's worked really well. T-shirts, they do well in the spring as well. But personally, I feel like the area that works best for my brand has been a whole lot of outerwear gear. So I'm working on a bunch of little pieces that I plan on putting out in the winter. But as far as specifics, I can't give you all the details on what exactly
Yeah,
is coming
Hey,
out.
hey,
So
I don't
hey,
know. I don't know.
hey, man. If you need somebody to test them out,
Well,
hey,
hold up, wait,
there you
hold up,
go.
because Wheezy, my next question. No. Don't jump the gun yet, Wheezy, because my next question.
what's up? What's up?
Are
What's
we
up?
talking about a New Jersey winter or are we talking about a Texas winter? What kind of clothing is that, Wheezy?
Nah,
Because it's
that's a
wintertime in
fact
Jersey.
too.
If he
That's a
giving
fact
us them
too.
little if he got shit like how I got on, but it's long sleeve with a hood on, I mean, we can't use that in the winter, bro. That's housewear, man. What we gonna do here?
That's I feel you. That's why I'm working into that space. I'm telling you now. So we
All right,
talking about
bet. Okay.
some cold weather gear, man. So
I
that's
bet. Talk
that's
to
what we
me.
getting into.
Okay. I bet. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. If you hook me up, it's going to be nothing but straight picks and gusto, bro. I'm telling you right now. Nothing but straight fit picks and gusto. Hey,
Hey, that's love.
thanks.
That's love, folks. That's love.
For sure, G.
But yeah. So, bro, did you do any like sales or anything like that for like Black Friday, anything like that, or you just kept it straight like?
I kept it pretty sweet and simple. I mean, I dropped a couple couple things. I had a hoodie that I was working on for a little while that I dropped, some sweatshirts, and like a hat that I was working on. But it was really just a couple small projects, nothing real big. Of course, if you got a brand you want to capitalize on those dates like Black Friday
Yeah.
and the holiday season and stuff like that. But I think this year I'm gonna focus more on like the February month of Black History Month. So I'm really coming up with something for that. That's where my focus is at.
Where so now I gotta ask this too, bro. So for anybody that's out there, right, that's looking to start their own clothing brand or think something like that, what advice would you give them to maybe like get a little further ahead than you were when you first started that you wish you knew when you first started?
I would definitely tell them to one, do their research. There's so much information out there and that's available. I would start with not with a course that's paid for anything like that. I would start with all the free resources that you have, whether that's going on YouTube or listening to a podcast to somebody that's already done it successfully. There's a lot of free avenues out there that I would start with, and YouTube would definitely be a big one of them.
YouTube University.
Just definitely. Just look for your favorite brand that's either black owned or just if you're trying to start a business, look at whoever's doing it best and then apply their same strategies for sure. So
Yeah, nah, see that's a fact. We be trying to tell them YouTube University. I got like my PhD in YouTube University. PhD, doctor, whatever's the highest shit. I don't know,
It's the
but
doctorates, man. You gotta write.
yeah,
You gotta write,
yeah,
man.
give me that, man. But
That's actually some
so-
really good advice, though. Honestly.
yeah, no, I mean, it's like that's kind of the shit that we've been saying. Like it ties in together, bro. Because
Yeah.
at the same time, we got like uh for our listeners, they gotta understand, bro. When you're trying to start something, it's best to figure out who did it before you and
Yep.
either ask questions if you can, or if not, listen to what they're saying. Like listen to the way they're talking about how they started and how they, because 9 times out of 10, bro, even if they're white, black, Hispanic, whatever, we all have the same challenges or similar challenges when we're starting something, especially if it's brand new to all of us. So you can just see the hurdles that they had, and then a lot of times they giving out free game on these podcasts, interviews, etc. So they're just
sure.
literally give you the sauce like for free, as just like he said. A lot of times people would think it's best to, do these paid courses and all this other shit, but you don't even have to do that. Like at least not to start,
This
like he said. Just it's so much free game just to get you off the ground, and then when you feel like you're ready to start reinvesting into your business as far as like educational wise, because yeah, obviously there's way better education when you pay, but at the start you don't need that. But that's the thing I feel like too, bro. You could touch on this as well. Pause about like how people get so like stuck back in the pack because they're so worried on like I need to know all this information before I can even do step one. You feel
Yep.
me?
Yeah, that's another thing people get misconcepted on is just start. You gotta really just start, whether that's designing whatever the image of your brand is gonna be, or coming up with the name or the philosophy behind it. Um, get your idea out, get it out of your mind, put it on paper, write it down, draw it, whatever you gotta do. But that first step is starting. So that's that's definitely it.
Facts. And we talked about that multiple times on this pod. Y'all hear it from literally a his own. He has his own brand. He has his own clothing brand. He's been doing this. How long have you had your clothing brand, Amir?
I started 2020. I want to say 2020 is when I started right during the pandemic. With all that time that we had, I was able to really sit down with my thoughts and come up with a plan and make something happen. So that was when I started,
Yeah.
October 2020.
So by him just saying, just start, just by doing something, bruh, for our listeners, bro, that's all y'all need to do. All it takes is literally one. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You could be starting a clothing brand. You could be starting your own YouTube channel. You could be starting your own podcast. You could damn near be starting your own video. Doesn't matter. Just start, bro.
Yeah,
Literally, just
that's
start.
a fact.
Because once you get that one little thing, whatever it is, out, you have at least something that's in fruition. You have at least something that's tangible that you can go off of and move forward on. So it's just all about taking that first step. That first step leads to many steps after that. So
Yeah,
So
and
too many people get stuck on striving for perfection with that first move, and
yep,
it's never going to be that. The lessons that you gain from either not getting the reception that you might have wanted from that first idea, it's only gonna make you better because you learning from the process.
Yeah.
So the more
Exactly.
you taking from that, man, is the better off you're gonna be. So yep.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. And like another thing too, bro, is just like when people try to like get all that information, you just like I said, you hold yourself back because now imagine if Amir was it's like when he started his start day, let's say he spent all that time from now trying to still figure this shit out. He would be 2 years behind where he
Yeah.
could originally have been
It's a
if he
fact.
hadn't just started. You feel me? Because you
That's
learn on
what
the go.
that's what my wife likes to call analysis by paralysis. So
Yeah, okay. Okay,
That's
or,
yeah,
fire.
para- or,
That's
or
yeah.
fire.
other way around, paralysis by analysis. You're
Yeah,
stuck
yeah, yeah.
because you
Uh-huh.
think it too much. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay,
That's
wifey
what,
with the quotables. Talk to
for
that
her.
sure.
that was a quotable
Okay.
though. That was a
Yeah.
quotable though.
Yeah, okay. She dropping gin. Hold on, let me babe. She gotta give me a quote now. Now she
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Coop. This is what I do. When my wife says anything that I find significant, I take a note. I have data notes on stuff that she said to me that I find significant, and I just journal it. I just keep it. I keep
Oh,
it
we
locked
gotta
away. I keep it tucked.
oh no, we gotta get you off this damn show. Yo, this shit is over. Yo, she gonna see this shit and be like, see, look, he listens, he cares. Yo, nah, get him off. This is what I'm saying though. This is why listen, I should never did this, bro. We
Hey
got
man,
married men on here. His wife give him a
Oh
quote.
man.
Then he talking about he journals them all down. I'm like, bro.
Oh
it don't even gotta
man.
be all the serious stuff. It could be some of the funny stuff that she might say. I just keep it in the tuck for
See,
like
that's
them moments.
worse. You could have left it at that, but see, you
He said that's worse.
that's
Hey
worse.
man, hey,
Cause
that's for you though.
that now
Hey,
that
that's
means
for
he
you, Coop.
really cares and he finds her funny. Yo, what's
Hey
up with y'all
man,
loving y'all girls? Yo,
Yo,
what is going
hey
on?
yo,
man.
yo,
Blessed, black,
yo,
and highly
Still,
favored, my brother. That's for sure.
what's up with everybody loving their girls?
yo, Coop, you wildin', bro.
Yo,
Cause
what's going on?
you're wildin',
Yo,
bro.
what is
Yo,
going
you're wildin'. Cause I know you guys watching this, bro. I know she is.
Yo, if she
Yo.
this come out, I'm not gonna be home. I'm going out. I'm going
Hey
out.
yo,
You gonna watch it in the house. So
hey, it's
she,
them little nuggets that's gonna make the difference, bro. I'm
Yo,
telling you, like
bro.
I done had to get the game from whoever, man. Whether it's the OGs that I know now that still keep up with me, or whoever, man. But it's all useful. So take it with what you will with it for sure.
yeah, nah, that's that. Nah, all jokes aside on that. That's facts. But let's go all the way back, man. I know we skipping around, but let's go all the way back, man. What was let's just talk about Jersey, man. What was it like for the people, for your Texas people, or people just who not from Jersey? What was it like growing up in Jersey, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you. So I spent a few years in Newark when I was real young. I got parents, like my grandparents still live there. My sister still lives there. So I spent a lot of my early years in East Orange and Newark. But and that was formative. I got to see a lot of different things, and my parents try to keep us in always good environments. But you see a lot of different things growing up in those spaces, and
Yeah.
some of them good, some of them not. But you also learn like how to move in those spaces. So I'd say I appreciate having those life lessons growing up in that space. But I'm gonna tell you, coming to North Plainfield right around like early fourth grade, I would say, is when I started the public school. Out there, it was a culture shock as well, honestly. But that's just to let you know like what kind of different environment I was coming from at that point, because I ain't know nobody from Jack. But
That's a fact.
real early on, like I'm appreciative of that space too, being an MP and getting those life lessons, being in a multicultural kind of space where you got Hispanics, you got the whites, you got blacks, you got Asians all around you, so you're getting a little bit of everything in that school system. So I really appreciate, growing up in that space, especially with y'all knuckleheads for sure. So like it was a good time. I'll say that.
Yo, nah, a good time was to say the least, bro. Cause I ain't
Understatement.
gonna lie, bro. Bro, North Plainfield. I ain't gonna lie. We might have to get a 30 for 30. That school, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying that because I went there, bro. That school is crazy.
Yo,
Like it's a
bro.
small. It's not even a big school. Like it's
It
crazy.
was like our graduating class had like 200 kids.
Bro, we
Yeah.
changed like bro, Amir wasn't here, but we got rules changed. Like, bro, we literally
Like,
we might have went down as probably the greatest high school of all time, bro.
yeah. High
I
school
don't care,
class for
bro.
sure.
That shit was so lit because I realized it once I went to King's when I went to King's College in Pennsylvania. I'm like, damn, like shit, nothing like
Get
MP.
that perspective. That's right. You get that
Mm-hmm.
perspective
Nothing
once you
like
get
MP,
out of there, man.
bro.
You
So
realize how blessed you was to be in there, bro, for
that's
sure.
bro. I'm like, bro, it's nothing like MP, bro. But like Amir know what we used to go down in high school, bro. Like just so much funny shit. Like, cause it wasn't like honestly, like even though we had some hood dudes like start coming to the school later on, it wasn't even a hood school. Like it
It
was just
wasn't.
something. It was just some funny shit. Like me and Farak, shout out to my guy Farak. I know he watching right now.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yes.
goat,
Rocky.
My guy.
the goat, man. Him and I had this quote. I just come to school and laugh every day. Like that was our quote. Like that's all we did was just come to school, laugh. Nobody was in any danger ever. Like that shit was just that. No, that school got to get 30 for 30. Like the amount of stupid shit that went on in that school, bro. The amount of laughs,
RKOs.
crazy
Fucking.
shit. Yeah, the RKOs was iconics. RKOs, stunners. People was getting girls, bro. It was just lit, bro. Like, but
I'm gonna tell you, I would consider it the most well balanced place environment that I have been in my entire life.
Oh,
So
yeah,
100%.
I,
that
Oh,
I said that.
100%.
yeah.
100%.
Cause I was just getting ready. I was just getting ready to ask you. Bro. I was gonna put you on. I was gonna put you on the spot because you got your Jersey people, your MP people watching this, and then
Yeah.
you got your Texas people watching this, man. So I gotta ask, high school wise, man, which school, man, was it Cedar Hill or was it MP, man? Which one? Not athletics, just strictly the school itself,
Oh,
nothing else.
oh
Just
yeah,
strictly the
strictly
school.
the school MP all the way. I'm gonna tell you the academic side of Cedar
Ah!
Hill. Here's I'm gonna explain why though. I'm gonna explain why. So of course you got the multicultural aspect of MP and you got everybody having a good time. It's a safe, fun environment for everybody to learn and grow.
Mm.
You come to Cedar Hill, all Cedar Hill really is, in my opinion, is a feeder school for college athletic programs.
Oh, okay.
So I was going
Mm.
from this wonderful environment for a young person to grow up in into a place where athletes are groomed into college and professionals, right? And it's
Okay.
a public school. It's a public school, but
Yeah.
because the demand for sports and athletics in that area is so high, they invest in it, right? So they
Right.
got $1 million stadiums out there to get
It,
premier athletes into these colleges, but it's funded publicly because that's where all the money's coming in from.
Yeah.
You got so many
mm,
people to make it happen, and everybody wants to watch football, and it's so important. It's culturally, it's very strong out there. So that's why the investment is so heavy because it's money making, and you got the athletes to do it, and it's plentiful. So that's what I mean when I said it was full of opportunity. In that aspect, it 100% was. So athletics,
Yeah. Definitely.
oh, you cut out, bro.
Yeah, I think he probably got a phone call.
for sure.
But yeah, bro. So speaking of that, man, let's talk about the athletic journey. Speaking of
I was just
athletics,
about to
man.
ask
So,
that too.
bro, when not when, what age did you actually start playing football? And then follow up question, when did you actually be like, yo, I could be good at this? Like was it instantly? What did it take a little while? Because I was ass at first. I was ass for a long time.
I'm gonna tell you, my dad had me playing flag football for the East Orange Jaguars at 5.
Damn.
Right, right. So he had me in there early, and I'm gonna tell you straight, I hated it. I hated football. I told my dad straight up, I'm getting hit. I'm carrying the rock. I don't like getting hit. So I was done with football from like after 5. I didn't pick up the ball again for real, because I tried out for Pop Warner 5th, 6th. I was too big for the league rules or whatever. So it wasn't until 8th grade that I picked the rock back up for real.
Mm,
Eighth
And
grade.
I
damn.
had to go out to
And yeah, I was
Manville.
about to say, and where
I had to
the
go out to
fuck
Manville to
did
go do that.
Amir go for football? You went
Dude,
to Manville. Amir, let me just tell you something, Amir. Like, what was you doing?
Oh
I
man.
was
Amir,
showing the white boys what's up. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. They was looking at me like I was superhuman or something over in Manville.
I'm already knowing it, bro. But like, why didn't you come to Watchung Hills? You didn't get the memo?
I didn't. I did it, unfortunately. So here's the thing, man. My dad and my mom had split, so it was kind of like it was a moment where I was making a decision in terms of what my future would be a whole lot of the time, at least athletically. So he was kind of like, I already know that football wasn't working out early on, but now that you back in it, what you thinking? So he was really asking me what I wanted to do. And the only option that I knew about was Manville. So I didn't get the memo on Watson Hills really. I was offered a basketball. If I wasn't in basketball with a lot of the other dudes that was in our area, I don't think I would have been in that circle enough to know to go there. So that just wasn't. It just didn't work out that way. So
Yeah,
that's where I ended
bro.
up. And honestly, Jeremiah Weaver, I don't know if you know, he was at Manville as
Oh,
well.
he went to Manville too.
Yeah, he was out there with me.
Wait,
that
but
year,
hold up.
so.
When the fuck did Washington Rock start doing that shit?
I don't know, man. It was some weight limit or something, or somehow I was too big. That's what they told me. I was too big to play in that class of football for whatever reason, which was weird to me, but that's what they told my moms. So
What the hell?
I know
Yeah.
I know they used to weigh niggas, but they
We
don't.
talking middle school now. So I was in it's eighth, seventh, fifth, sixth. You know, at that point, I guess I was just oversized to play with the kids. You know, so it's just what it was.
Bruh, I don't
It's
even like.
crazy, but Jeremiah told me the same thing because he was pretty big at that same age. So we
But
both ended up going to Manville.
I never knew you could max. It was some. I played with some fat niggas. What are we
Yeah,
talking about? Yeah, I
I know
played
it.
in Watchung Hills. It was a dude named Big Cat. He probably was like 2 grades under us, bro. Big as shit, and he was playing with us.
There's
I don't.
probably some age weight ratio that they got set up to where, like, if you're a certain age, you can only be this size or whatever. So if he's a younger dude that big, it might be a little different. But I was the same age as y'all, but probably a little bit bigger than y'all. So
Nah, but if you would have went to Watchung Hills, bro, we'd have been
would have been
crazy.
crazy. But I'm gonna
We
tell you
would have been crazy.
that freshman year at MP,
Ooh,
come
Yo, y'all
on,
was
baby.
nuts. I remember that. I
Come
remember
on,
that.
baby.
I remember
yeah,
that.
was something. That was something special, bro. That was. I don't know if it was the 8th grade year or it was that year. That was some of my favorite football, and I got to tell you, I was ass both seasons. But bro, was that some of my favorite football ever? Like just as far as a team,
Yeah, man.
that shit was
Yeah,
lit,
y'all
bro.
games was lit. I went to some of y'all games.
Yeah,
Bro.
bro.
Yeah,
We was
I
bugging.
could tell you why I think it was that way. Beside like my efforts in the game, I feel like us all coming from that space and having played each other or being on the same team in the rec leagues growing up, that camaraderie kind of solidified itself with that team. So
Yeah,
that feeling, having played basketball with Karan and Khalil at like fourth grade and rec league, and being in the programs with you, Dennis, and playing, recreation sports with everybody, kind of just culminated into that moment for football for MP. At least while I was there.
yeah.
So
Nah, that was because obviously when we got to the next grade, sophomore year, shit got real, quote unquote. It wasn't the same because a lot of people had left, or like that's why I think that freshman, like that freshman year, that was just something special, bro. Because
yeah.
just like you said, we're literally all the same age. We don't have to worry about any upperclassmen and all this dumb shit, and then we
yeah,
can just ball out. We do what we do,
for
love,
sure.
and then we just hanging out. We bros, like we already cool with each other, like you said. Like it's a small town, so it ain't like it's so many people to be cool with. So it's like you kind of got these core people that you've been rocking with already. So
That
just
makes a great team. That just
yeah,
makes a
bro.
great team. I'm gonna tell
Bro,
you.
that's one of my favorite teams ever, bro. In any sport, that was one of my favorite teams ever, bro.
I'm gonna tell you that's probably one of the biggest things missing from college football though, is like a lot of people don't realize that camaraderie aspect doesn't really happen unless you got a super great coach or you got a team that's been working with each other for years.
Mm.
So it's real hard to make that happen at the college level because there's so many moving pieces and people coming in and out, especially
Yeah,
coaches.
and
So
I can attest to that as well because from my college football team, I'm only cool with 3 dudes, and those three
Damn.
dudes are from Scotch Plains, New Jersey.
that's good. There you go. Because you know
That's
what they like.
nuts.
They right there. That's what
Bro,
you know.
they right there. That's a fact. So it's crazy, bro. But we're gonna get into that college journey. But so yeah, so you playing football. You're not only playing football though, you're wrestling. So now, when did you start getting into wrestling? Did you start in 6th grade?
I started. Yeah, it had to have been sixth grade. I'm gonna tell you what, Mr. Vogel, Coach Vogel,
Yeah,
was a big inspiration for me. I mean, I went on to study nutrition in college and stuff, but that'll tell you how much I learned from him. He was the head wrestling coach, and I was in a mode after my parents had split around that time where I was real depressed. I wasn't really loving myself the way that I needed to as a young man because of what had happened in that situation. And wrestling kind of was my saving grace. I was able to work on myself and my confidence, and then would physically work myself into a better place.
Mm.
So wrestling kind of gave me the right recipe to build on myself as a young man. And it gave me all the tools that I needed to commit to have commitment towards a goal, but then also prepare myself for the future that I wanted from myself. So as hard as it was, it kind of helped toughen me up to take on the stuff that I'm working on now. So that was a big stepping stone for me. Like I had to roll wrestling into football because I knew that the same skills I was learning from wrestling, I could apply to football, and that's kind of how I transitioned with that. So
So
yeah, sixth grade, right around sixth grade.
okay. So now with that, now when did you realize like, yo, I could be good at this?
Um, Probably my second or third year in it. So right around eighth grade, when I got right back into football, I had went to Manville, played that season, eighth grade year, and then I got back into wrestling for that winter season, and I started winning. Like my strength had kicked in. Like I wasn't lifting weights or nothing. It was just my genetics had kicked in, and I had learned technique enough, and I got some skill. Like it took 2 or 3 years, but I had gained some actual real skill, and I was winning matches. So probably that eighth grade year, I started winning damn near all my matches. I'm pretty sure I went undefeated that year, and coming from 2 years previous, losing my first match to a young lady, a woman, for real. Like it's real. Now
Yo, I
going
was gonna
from
ask
that,
you that. I was gonna ask you that too, because I remember Kamaru
imagine
Usman told the same story, damn near. But this was in practice. Like he was just getting his ass whooped by a girl. He couldn't do shit.
you gotta. But here's the thing: as fucked up. Can I curse on you?
Yeah, come
Hey,
on.
it's
As
okay.
fucked up as that moment was to my ego at like sixth grade, I didn't stop. It didn't stop me from working.
Mm.
So the next 2 to 3 years of work that I did paid off. So going from that beginning of losing to a girl and feeling deflated as a young man, feeling like, damn, like, am I trash, bro? Like, do I really suck like this? And I did. It let me realize that if I just put the work into whatever I do, I can really succeed. Like it don't
That's
like the
facts.
formula kind of had laid itself out for me, and I've been able to apply it elsewhere. So that's really what it was, for sure,
Yo, you know I got that same story in pool, right? I got that
for
same
sure.
exact story as you, man. I got, you know what I'm saying? A young lady that was in King's Daughters. You're familiar with that
Yes,
place.
sir.
King's
Yes, sir.
Daughters. She
Many a
whooped
days
my
in that place.
she whooped my ass in pool so bad, man. I started crying. Yo, I think I
Yo,
cried until my mom picked me up.
yo,
Yo, I
what?
got my ass whipped so bad in pool, bruh. She
Nah,
torched me, bruh. Like she
no
was just
way.
cooking me, and I couldn't do shit. Like I couldn't say she was cheating. She was whooping my ass fair and square. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "What, girl, doing this to me,
Right?
bro?" Because I was a cannon. I was bugging on. See me lining up the shot. I was putting a little chalk on it. Yeah, come on. Like, I was going crazy. She whooped my ass. I'm like, bruh.
So basically, she was your kryptonite.
Yeah, but ever since that day, I haven't lost a pool though. I'm a beast.
So basically, ever since that day, for the both of y'all, that activated both y'all villains' origin stories.
Yeah, I was about to say that was my villain origin story. After that, I just
Yeah,
been, you
man.
feel me? I don't know any famous pool players, but I became one. I became one that day.
It's crazy how we share that similarity and motivation. I mean, it's got to start somewhere. I think that it's good for everybody to have their own experience to get them to where they need to be, but it's also about taking advantage of the moment and then being willing to work after taking that L. Because
That's a
people
fact.
quit. You
Yeah,
got to know not to quit, and
that's a
some
fact.
people don't have people in front of them to tell them that quitting is not an option.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
that's a fact,
100%.
bro.
because
Like,
life gonna go on.
bro,
Life gonna
Oh,
go on regardless.
100%.
that's what I'm saying,
150%.
bro. And like we always say on this show, bro, you learn way more from your losses than your wins.
Yep.
So
Yeah, right, for
the
sure,
loss the loss is really what's going not only help you learn, but it's going to keep you motivated. You feel me?
for sure, for
Because
sure.
sometimes you see teams like the Warriors, for example, when they went on them crazy runs and they was just winning every game. They was saying it like, bro, it's sometimes just hard in a regular season to even like get focused, get locked in, because it's like we don't even really get locked into the playoff time. So it's
Mm.
like, but that's because they win so damn much, as opposed to a team that has to rally late into the playoffs, where they locked in every game because you feel me, they got no other choice. If not, they're gonna lose. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I just feel like that loss, that losing sometimes is better for you than the win, than the actual win.
It's
Cause
a blessing in disguise.
yeah, yeah,
For
exactly,
sure.
bro. Like how I'll be describing it, or how we describe it on this show, bro, is like a slingshot sometimes. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you got to go all the way back just to get propelled way further than you would have been able to do before
Right.
by
Could have
yourself.
ever imagined for sure.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, bro.
Um, I told. Well, it's nothing to like y'all story, but I told my story where I got scammed on the show, and that literally like pulled me back just to propel me forward on some shit where my business where I'm doing right now, my reseller business, is probably better than fucking ever, to be honest. So, you
Yeah,
know,
bro.
we have to take losses to learn in this life. Nobody in this life doesn't take a loss. Cause if you didn't take a loss, you wouldn't learn. Let's be
Right.
completely honest. Like that's the growing pains of life. That's why they call them growing pains. Take your L's, turn them into lessons. Then you move on.
Yeah,
So
nah, it's a fact. But yo, Amir, staying with athletics, bro. So now you go to Texas now, man. So now when you actually hold up, let's stay in Jersey real quick. So give me your best wrestling season as a North Plainfield High School student.
I think that last year before I left, I mean, I only lost 2 matches before I got up out of there. I
God,
think I went. I think I went 20.
Yeah, talk your
I
shit.
think I
Okay.
went 24-2,
Okay.
and I didn't lose. I didn't really lose until like my last 3 matches, and that was at tournaments and shit. So it
Yeah, I'm about
was.
to
I
say
think
that
I had.
wasn't that like the playoffs or what is
Yeah,
it?
it was. It was.
Playoffs?
It was pretty. They call it like county, regional,
Oh,
and then
okay.
state, right? So I had lost that finals match at county, but I ended up being ranked number 3 at regionals, and then I lost against the senior that I had wrestled for the first time ever at practice. So the same dude that I got my first sparring match against was the same dude that beat me at my last match. He was a senior, I
oh,
was a sophomore. But you know what? I couldn't even be mad because it was kind of a beautiful moment for me because I'm like, well, at least I'm going out the same way that I came in.
Yeah.
Because it's the same dude that I had to
mm,
practice against that first meetup my
Full,
freshman year.
full
on
So
your
why
circle.
not?
Kobe shit.
Yeah, full circle mobile moment. So it was
Yeah.
kind of nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is
But yeah,
crazy.
so did you wrestle at Texas at all or did you
So unfortunately, they didn't have wrestling. So football is year round in Texas. So you got
Oh,
spring
okay.
ball, you got summer workouts, and you got the fall season, and you got winter workouts. So literally, it's a year round kind of thing. Like I was telling you, it's a feeder school for athletics. So you have programs set up to where you can train the athlete year round, around the classes, in the middle of the day, right before lunch, at the end of the day, early in the morning. Like it's really set up to where you can get in the gym at any point damn near throughout the week, if not every weekend if you want to. Um, they had us doing shit like extra after workouts. We would do like a 20, 30 minute workout after practice, after like a 2.5 hour practice in the middle of the Texas sun, right? So it was a grind. It was a real grind, but the shit worked. And they had a system in place to make sure that if you really wanted this shit, you could get it because the
Yeah.
opportunity is right in front of you. You
Yeah.
had college coaches coming to our practices damn near every day during the spring and the fall. So it was like, yo, your opportunity is standing right at the edge of the field. You gonna work. Like you really motivated to work if you know Stanford or you got Georgia's head coaching staff standing there next to you on the sideline trying to recruit one of the dudes. So it was a super motivating environment and they had everything in place for you to get what you wanted out of it if you wanted it. So it's really all about getting that grind. And that grind for me came from coming where we're coming from. So
Um,
Yeah, bro.
one question I want to ask you when transferring to Cedar Hill, was it like competitive? It like going from like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you have the like you said, the head coaches coming in, the college coaches coming in, and then you have your consistent workouts. Like between you and other teammates, was it like, let's say you had a teammate that was trying to get one over you, or like you trying to get one over another teammate? Like was it like that? Was that that type of environment?
so a lot of those guys, similar to us, grew up together, right?
Mm.
So another thing about it is that when it comes to athletics, they groom these guys from youth football. So like
Oh
from Pee
shit.
Wee all the way up.
Yeah.
So the same head coach of that high school is giving the same game plan to the Pee Wee coaches of the same town, right? And then you
Uh.
also got the dads around that town coaching the rest of them teams. So you got the head coach who's got his Pee Wee league for every bit of the city of Dallas, and
Mm.
you got all the fathers coming up with their own game plans to best help their sons achieve that same goal. So it's a whole lot of it's politics involved in a lot of it, but they have it set up to where it's literally from the time that you can play football all the way till you get to a professional or a high level collegiate program.
Right.
It's a system that gets you in there. So, but it works beautifully. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've seen a whole lot of interesting things, and the competition. Like I'm gonna get to that. Like it's real, but it's also like it's so built in that it's almost like if you someone like me coming from out of state, of course you're gonna have little gripes from folks that might have been in that position since they was 5
Yeah.
and they with their guys. Like it was a couple guys that I had to, move out the way because I'm coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
nah,
it's not also unnormal because you realize who rises to the top of the crop in terms of athletes in Texas. So head coaches will go out and scout them as well. So if there's another dude from the school like 20 miles south of here, he might go to one of the games or send one of the coaches out to go watch him play and then try and get him to come to that high school, especially if it's a program that's been winning state titles like Cedar Hill
Right.
or Duncanville or DeSoto. Like, so you know who the top players are, and if you at a top program as a coach, you can go out and go get them guys. So me coming in from Jersey, head coach had already seen my highlight tape. I don't know if you know, I put that highlight tape together by myself, like in my basement
Oh yeah.
at 13, 14.
Damn.
So
Okay.
for him to like see that and already know that what my potential was, it was real easy for him to understand why I needed to be on a varsity squad
Right.
and recognize the talent. So it was really just me continuing to put in that grind to deserve the position to actually play for a team that I hadn't been on those first 2 years of high school, or let alone in their system since Pee Wee football.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Yo, bro, I just forgot. I didn't forget about that, but I forgot to bring that up, bro. You were a film guru, bro. And also, bro, you had one of the funniest videos. You caught one of the funniest moments of our freshman season on camera. I think post game, or was that pregame
yeah,
in the
I
locker room?
think that might have been post game. Everybody looked sweaty, so I'm assuming it was post
Yeah.
game. I'm pretty sure it was a post game moment, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, and it
So
was
yeah.
it was very MP-ish to say the least.
Oh man.
Especially from Harley. That was the
Oh
MP moment.
man.
That was the
Oh
MP.
man. I can't even say how many stories I got with Harley too. And the only reason why he felt so comfortable doing that is because like I didn't spend time with his family and all that stuff. So it's yeah,
Yeah. But yeah,
that
nah,
man's crazy.
that was, and then you were literally like that. You would go home and like you would, like you said, you would edit shit. Like that was around the time I'm like, damn, this nigga's a beast. Like I really thought that was some kind of sorcery. I'm like, how the fuck is he editing
You
videos?
do that, yeah.
I'm thinking like you need a degree or some shit to do that. I'm thinking this
Nah, man.
nigga went to NYU.
I'm gonna tell you, man. My dad's a huge IT guy. He did a whole lot of work in IT for a very long time, and I got to pick up a lot of game from him in that space. So I've always been very technologically adept and inept. So I've been able to take advantage of that in a lot of different ways and just apply it to my life. So learning how to edit videos was something that I was really interested in at the time, and I really just wanted to apply it to my athletics. So I really just want to take the best of what I know how to do and just make some out of it. That's always been my thing.
So it's safe to say that we may, meaning the people, may be getting like maybe a promo video for Gusto in the near future.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen a venue open up in Tulsa yesterday that looks like a potential move for me to make, just to, like a pop-up shop. So cameras will be available if I can secure that spot to make something happen. But that's another idea for sure. I can make that a reality. So
I bet. Okay. Yeah, we're
Hey,
definitely gonna be on the lookout for that.
hey, man, if you need a filmmaker.
yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, you
I
feel me?
love it, man. I
We
love
do a little film work here,
That's
man.
a
I'm
fact.
actually, I mean, I
That's
got
a
something in
fact.
the works as far as film goes. And we on our page, we have filmed that skit on our Dreams to Reality. That shit.
Yeah.
That was legendary.
That
My
was
guy Weezy was
hilarious.
behind the camera. Dope. Shout out to my guy on that one. But
Sure.
yeah, bro. So where was I just at? Oh yeah, so getting into that Texas football experience, man, for me, bro, because I always just looked at it like, damn, like my guy really doing it, bro. Because obviously, like as you like you said, Texas is a state where they literally shut down the entire town
It's
on a
literally the
Friday
mecca
night.
for football.
You feel
Damn
me?
near.
So it's nothing like ain't like nothing like we could experience over here. Because over here, everybody doing their own shit. Oh, they playing football? Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
bet. Yeah, you feel me? Over there is like, oh, they playing football. Yo, we gotta go. Like
Yep.
that's something. Like that's literally like the situation. So I gotta ask you, bro. So what was that pressure like? Did you feel the pressure of that?
Uh,
Like, damn, the whole town here.
yeah.
Like, so if I fucking miss a sack or I get pancaked in front of all these people, like they're gonna be on my ass.
I'm gonna tell you what. Me being the person that I am and the competitive guy that I am. Um, you asked me about was there some kind of resistance in terms of like me coming in and the competition and stuff like that. The competitive nature in me allowed me not to even worry about that kind of stuff. Like the
Mm.
fans, at least that first game coming out the tunnel with the horns blaring and you got 10, 15,000 people sitting in the stands screaming at him, going crazy.
Mm.
That was inspirational for me. I took that as like, damn, I'm
Talk,
here.
talk your shit.
I'm here, man.
Yeah,
I gotta go in. I gotta go in. So that was really more of a motivating force than it was like a moment to really be like, damn, like what if I mess up? It was more like, look, I done made it this far. God done put me in this position.
mm.
It's my time to shine. Ain't no doubt in my heart now, because
Talk
I
to
gotta
these
go.
niggas.
Yeah,
I
Talk to
gotta
man.
these
go.
niggas,
That's all I like to
man.
hear, man.
Talk to these. That's
Yeah.
why he on this show. Talk to these niggas, man. You heard what he said. For those of y'all that's out there, man, you chasing a dream. You heard what he said. God didn't put you in that position for nothing. You
Hmm.
there,
For
man.
Hmm.
sure.
Go crazy. It's your time to shine. Don't look at it and be
Hmm.
scared because the whole town here to watch you. Because the
Hmm.
whole town here to watch you.
Damn
Hmm.
right.
Yeah, now you feel me? Give them a show. Let them know why they there to watch you. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Don't be like, damn, they
Absolutely.
here. Like, let me. I'm scared, coach. Yo, I gotta use the bathroom for the whole game. I'll be back. Like, nah, don't do
Nah,
that.
man.
Don't run for that moment. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, talk that shit. Yeah, that's what I like, man. Talk that
Yeah.
talk. But yo,
But
oh no,
go
go
ahead,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say like not necessarily football from Jersey helped me comprehend that and build that, but I feel like this early success that I had from wrestling individually being in that spotlight on the mat kind of helped me understand that even in those big moments, like I had to succeed. It was me versus some other dude, and I'm
Yeah.
always going to win in my
Uh huh.
mind. So that really helped build that into me to go out to Texas and feel that way. So that's
Yeah,
why I say wrestling is a huge part of that for sure.
yeah, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. That wrestling shit, I'm not gonna hold you. When it be dark, the entire shit is dark, and the spotlight is only on
Yo.
y'all, my nigga.
Oh,
That's
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 as that's
tense.
about as
Yeah,
that's about as intense as it gets, man.
yeah. Cause
So
at least
it's your
football,
man
you
versus
you
that
can
man.
hide. At least football, you can kind of hide a little bit. Yo, the ball ran to that side, or
Right.
niggas wasn't even worried about your matchup because they threw the shit or it ran somewhere else. That
Damn
shit
right.
right there, it's
You
only
gotta be
one.
in it.
It's only one place to focus.
Mano y
Mano y
mano.
mano, man. Damn right. Mano y
You don't got
mano.
no damn helmet on, nothing. Only thing you got is the little headgear shit, and that's it, bro.
That's
And you
crazy.
damn near naked though. Nah, Amir, what was going on, man?
Yo,
I'm gonna
yo,
tell you that
yo.
it's a whole lot of historical stuff behind that stuff that I don't really want to get into, but there is a reason why they do that kind of stuff. And of course it's a little risque, but at the same time, it makes it a little bit more challenging. Like the stuff that they wear, like you can't grip onto somebody if they got that singlet on. Like it's
Yeah,
very
nah, that's a
hard.
fact.
That's
It
true.
adds another level of difficulty because if you messing with like a sticky, sweaty ass dude, it get nasty. So if you got some
Pause.
slippery, yeah, pause, it get nasty, bro. So it adds another layer of difficulty to the sport itself, you
Nah,
know.
that's a fact.
So
That's a
it's
fact.
yeah.
But
So you
yo,
got to think of other ways to win when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I was just gonna ask you, bro, because I've been seeing some scandals, bro. Niggas was lathering up. I heard some niggas was lathering up so they couldn't
Uh,
get a grip on them.
That's insane.
I'm not really
some
respecting that
folks,
though.
some folks do that, man. I mean, it is what it is. I always knew that I was there to do my job and do the best that I could, and always focused on myself in terms of making some shit happen. So I never worried about whether somebody else was doing some extra shit that would be considered cheating or just trying to get a competitive advantage that might not be cool. I was really just really focused on crafting my game and making this shit work for me.
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This interview might be one of the greatest ones we ever did, bro. This
Nah,
nigga's
it's a
like a
fact.
guru. Like everything he say is like the right shit.
Some
Like
real shit.
he don't, he
It's
just
literally, it's
he
literally some
just
real
say the
shit.
right shit. Like literally, like yo, what you do today? Nah, I just woke up, prayed. You know what I'm saying? Always first thing I did, I gave thanks. Kissed my wife. I wrote down everything she told me the previous day, so I repeated it back to
Yeah.
her.
See,
You know,
Hey man,
this guy's good. He's good. He's I don't
see.
know if he's media trained already. This guy's good. He's good. This guy,
hey
he's
man,
good.
We
I'm
may need to make
just
him a third co-host.
hey, I'm just here giving blessings and lessons, man. That's all I'm about. That's
See what
all
I'm
I'm about.
saying? He you see what I'm saying? Like I don't he's different. I don't know what's going on. He's a legend. That's what I'm saying. But
He
I don't
really
know.
is a legend, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's a legendary ass. You know what I'm saying, it's a legendary video, man. Legendary show. For
That's a
those
fact.
for those y'all who are still tuned in, make sure I like, comment, and subscribe. Also on Spotify too. Make sure you rate the show 5 stars. Thanks.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
that's all I want to say.
But Amir, bro, just between me and you, man, nobody else listening. Nobody else listening. But when you went to Texas, right?
Yeah.
You was on a team. Tell the truth. Niggas was hating on you. Keep it a G. Niggas was hating.
I'm gonna give it a bean for sure. For sure.
Cause you was from Jersey. They like, this nigga not even from here. Like,
I'm gonna tell you,
Jersey,
it's
he
some niggas
ass.
that I seen that was like 3-4 star niggas that I'm thinking like, wow, these niggas must really be cold as fuck. And once I get to play against them in practice, I'm like, I'm just as cold, if not colder, than a lot of these niggas. Why the hell? Like I see
Talk
why
to
they
these niggas.
mad. I see why they mad. Cause
Talk to these niggas,
I'm coming from
man.
out of nowhere, bro. Coming onto this team. So I understand the hate, but at the same time, I'm like, I could do this shit. I could do this shit. So that really gave me motivation more than anything. So yes, it was niggas hating. In fact, um, I'm not gonna name this player, but high level recruit playing one of the top positions on the team. He would play the song Finito by Chief Keef
Oh, he a
in the locker
disrespectful
room,
nigga.
bro.
He a
Look,
disrespectful nigga.
look, and you know what Chief Keef say talking
Yeah,
about I'm
yeah,
finna
yeah.
Yeah,
blow New
yeah,
Jersey up,
yup,
right? So
yeah,
Yeah, he a hating ass nigga.
yeah.
he got the offense riled up listening to that shit in the locker room when I'm sitting there by my shit. So that kind of stuff would happen, and I would look at it, but I'm like,
He
at
hating
the end of
ass
the
nigga.
day, I'm rocking these niggas in practice every day. So it's like the only reason why they doing that shit is because they know how cold I am. So I must be doing something right.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
100%.
you must have been terrorizing them boys. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
hold you.
You must have been proving them boys that
You
you should have
played
been
for
a 4 or 5 star
Nito.
recruit.
Wait, that's what he did though. But he did he know niggas in Jersey bumped that?
They don't understand. So it's like
They don't
and
get
they
Man,
it.
you
and their
should
whole
have.
music scene is different too. So it's weird. Like they listen to all kind of shit, but it's also like they whole Texas swang is real slow and
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm about to
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Like
The
when
music threw me
eyes
off. I'm not gonna
closed,
lie.
just swanging.
It's
Yeah,
that
Yeah, it was.
that old chopped and screwed, man. That's where all that shit come
Yeah,
from.
yeah. It was a culture shock for sure. Going into that locker room and hearing all different
yeah. I'm
types
about
of
to
Houston
say, yeah,
music I ain't heard before.
that music. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Shout out to Texas, love y'all, bro. But if I was in that locker room, just being a Jersey dude, I got my earbuds on the whole time. I got my beats
It,
on.
it was it was like that a lot of the time. I'm not
I
gonna lie
can't
to you.
do it. I don't know what's
Oh,
going on. They playing. I don't know what's going on.
Yo, Texas music. I could listen to a lot of people's music, bro. But Texas music is just one of those like genres where it's like I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Too
I'm
damn
gonna tell
slow.
you though, it's a space for a certain kind of music though. So like the more you travel, you kind of are able to see why music might work in certain spaces. Like a city vibe, like the New York boom bap style, like that shit works in the city. But if you go to a place like Texas where it's open lands and field and shit, it's sunny outside,
Yeah, yeah,
you're not getting them
Yeah,
same sounds, them
that's
same
a fact.
vibrations ain't coming through the same. It's just not
That's a
gonna hit the
fact.
same.
that's a
That's a
So
fact.
that's
fact.
why. That's really why. So
Cause I be seeing that shit with Cali music, but that's all I wanted to say.
it's a different energy. It's just
Yes.
a different energy for a different place.
Yeah.
So
Nah, that's a fact. Uh, but yeah, bro. So when you're on the team, right? Okay, they hating on you, you feel me? But you're not really worried about that. You going crazy. What did you? Because you said there was coaches that there was coaches all the time, all around you type shit. So like, did you like speak? You was like speaking to them? Was they coming up to you, or was they just like chilling,
I'm
looking at other people?
I'm gonna tell you, it's really interesting because it's not just like high level Division 1, it's Division 2, it's NIAA, it's it's D3. Every kind of coach from every level of collegiate football was at one of our practices. If not, if you want to put an average on it, it was at least three 3 to 10 at the height during spring football every day. It was a coach either coming into the coach's office to have a student come down to come speak to him to get an offer or an invite to a football camp or just be seen at practice. So I got to speak to a lot of different guys. What they would do is they would give you their card with their Twitter handle on, their phone number, their email, and then they put you on like a mailing list or whatever to get invites to shit. So really depending on, what they seen on your film, what they seen at practice, really depending on whether or not they'd actually recruit you. So it was some niggas getting Alabama coming in, TCU, like all the top Power 5 programs coming in to speak to them. But that also left the door open for them to see some other recruits and watch they film. So you have our coaching staff. Like we had our special teams coach, Coach Rizika. He was also like the recruit specialist because you need to have that in Texas. You need to have somebody to mediate between college coaches and the high school coaches. So our special teams coach was that. And they look at you as an entire person. Like they look at your grades, they look at your personality, they look at your game. And that special teams coach, at least for our school, was like the guy you needed to talk to if you were really serious about getting into one of these college programs, because he was the guru to get you in.
Damn.
So he would be the one hyping you up with the coaches to get them to pull a trigger on an offer for you. So he was like the agent / mediator for the high school athlete for all of us, damn near. So if you go with him, that's how you get it. So.
Yo, hearing that shit from where we played at, bro, that shit sounds crazy.
Facts.
Bro.
I know it, but
it's
a system.
Yeah,
it's a system.
Bro.
Sure.
That's wild. And then, yo, one thing I do want to ask you too, bro, and I want you to touch on that. Pause. Is where I remember DMing you when you first went to Texas. I'm like, yo, how is that shit, bro? Like, I think that was our junior year or whatever. I'm like, how is that shit? Blah blah. He was like, over here we work smarter, like as opposed to like,
harder.
Like as opposed to like over there, like in Jersey, like where we just like damn near not kill ourselves, but like we like. I guess. Well, I guess I'll let you kind of explain it because you've been at both systems. So, what was the difference as far as the work goes? Where you would say you work smarter, not harder?
So it's really the system that they set up in terms of how you work. So practices were a little different. It was a lot more live football rather than drills. Of course, when we did drills, it was at a very game-like pace. So the way that coach set it up. Coach McGuire, he's the head coach of Texas Tech right now. The way he set it up was that we had 3 football fields, and you had 3 JV teams, and then you had the varsity team, right? And the way that he set the system up is that we would all transition from each field almost like clockwork. And you take advantage of every bit of time that you can working at that game-like speed, instead of versus being an MP and having to learn how to do drills. It was more like the basics that I was getting from MP, which was needed. I needed a lot of that stuff because I didn't start playing ball again until 8th grade. But you can get some of that while still moving at the game-like pace, because if you practice the way that you play.
Yeah.
So if you're not practicing like you playing the game itself, then you're not gonna be playing at that game like speed if you've been practicing on like a practice speed.
Right.
So that was probably the biggest difference between MP and going to Texas, for sure.
Okay.
At least football practice wise.
All right, word. Cause I used to always ask that, like, bro, what the? I wonder how they be out there, like.
It was just well managed clockwork, man. It was just you had all the resources in terms of weight room. We had like the best fitted weight room that you could think of. Well, there's some better ones, but it's making the most with your time. And I feel like the coaching staff there made sure that we were always on point with how we worked, and they always kept us motivated because they were damn near doing the drills that we was doing. So literally, their energy was on 12, which made us keep our energy on 12. You know?
Yeah.
And plus, they got the music playing in the middle of the field between the 3 football fields, so everybody bumping, everybody, in their good spirits. But they hype for practice because it's exciting. And Coach McGuire brought that energy, man. Like every time, he was really like the catalyst to make that whole thing run. And it was a beautiful thing to see because everything kind of worked like a machine almost. Like everything just worked so perfectly because he had set the system up so well. and he had the right people in place. So
Right.
that's really the biggest thing.
Word. Okay. So now going into that season, how did you guys do that year? Your junior year or our junior
Junior
year?
year, um, me coming in thinking, okay, this is a team that's back to back state title quality team, ranked top 10 in the country or whatever it was, number two, number one, whatever it was. Um, we had a really good season, but there were some deficiencies in the backside of our defense. So our DBs weren't as great. We had lost a class the year before that had won the state title 2 years in a row. So a lot of the seniors that were incremental to that Cedar Hill team that won the state championships had went on to go play college ball. So some of the younger guys, at least in that core group, weren't able to hold water, at least on the defensive side. Like we had still all the offensive weapons, but we lost that first round of playoff against a really good South Lake Carroll team, and they're another team in Texas that's won multiple state championship titles. But it was more like it was a disappointing season for them because they had already won 2 back-to-back state titles the year before, and you were expecting to get a three-peat and all that stuff. So all the hype was built up behind it. It's just that it was some deficiencies in our team that didn't allow us to continue that journey, at least junior year. But I got to see field action, and I got to make a few plays, and I got to get my name out there. I don't know if you know who Jeffrey Okuda is, but he plays for the Detroit Lions, I believe, right now at cornerback.
Yeah, I know.
Mind you, I had to do a little bit of research, but he's really from Jersey, and he played for Grand Prairie, South Grand Prairie, which is not too far from Cedar Hill. So we played against each other, and he was the number 1 player in the country at the time.
God.
So my first highlight was against him in like my second or third game of the season. I was only in that game maybe like 2 or 3 plays, and like my first big play on TV was against Jeffrey Okuda, who's also from Jersey and was just the number 1 player in the country coming to Texas. So that moment right there for me, bro. That moment right there, I was on a million, bro. I'm like, look, if this nigga could do it, I could do it too, bro. Like I'm already out here making plays. Now, mind you, he was out of position playing running back, and I'm on the defensive end.
It don't matter. No. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, don't. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if he was a kicker. I don't care. It don't matter. He's in the NFL. I don't care. He's an athlete.
He's in the NFL.
Yeah, He's an athlete. I don't care, bro.
But bro, that for sure junior year helped set the tone for my senior year. Just having that one moment of doing that junior year, because I wouldn't start that. I wouldn't start my junior year, but I got playing time. So
yeah, I'm so glad you said that, bro. Cause listen, bro, I'm tired of y'all disrespecting Jersey, bro. Y'all know what's going on, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Jonathan Taylor, Luke Kuechly. Come on, bro. We got Amir.
Jabril Peppers, man.
Jabril Peppers. Thank you. A legend. He's a legend. What do you mean he's a legend?
Rashawn Gary, man. He was
legend.
Out of our
Thank you,
class.
Bro. Thank you,
out of the school in Jersey.
Out of Scotch Plains. What are we doing? Well, I think he went to a different. He went to a different.
Yeah, he went to one of them private Catholic.
Yeah, I think he went to
schools.
one of them shits. But it don't matter. He's from Scotch Plains.
That's a big difference too, man. Like literally, private schools up north where we're from, it's like private schools get priority in terms of like athletes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of public schools might not have the funding to make a program what it's supposed to be or what it can be, and it's not as tied down and as serious as they take it in Texas. But conversely, in Texas, public schools they dive all the way into football and all of the athletics.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. But it's changing now. You got teams like IMG that are just ripping teams to shreds with that academy in Florida because they're getting all the 5 4-star recruits.
Shit is crazy.
I got a guy, Malik Muhammad, who's like probably top 10. I don't know if he's probably graduating this year. They're going for another state championship this year. They just won their ticket to the state game. But Malik Muhammad, he went to IMG for a year, like a spring really. And it was smart because he left Dallas to go to IMG real quick. He picked up all them big SEC offers by playing for their team for the spring because he was already ranked. And he come back home to go play in Dallas. And now he's like, top 5 in his senior class because of what he's been able to do coming back with all that information, all that training from IMG and taking that to his home team. Yeah. So I'm seeing that. I'm just like, wow, man, like it's dope. But it's also like, damn, like, unless all them athletes follow that path, like it's changing the landscape. IMG for sure.
Yeah, he's a legend, and that IMG is crazy too. But yo, speaking of them, Did y'all have to travel like that? Cause you said you was ranked in the nation. So did y'all have to do any like traveling to play like a school like an IMG or anything like that?
So it was talks about some of that stuff happening our senior year. Luckily, we had Bishop Gorman who whipped our ass my first season opener senior year. They flew out, or they took a bus down from Vegas to come play us. Now we were supposed to go to California to go play Cal Poly in Long Beach Poly,
Mhm.
but that just didn't come to fruition. We would have played that in the Cotton Bowl if not in California, but that game just didn't materialize. So no, not really. We play in the highest caliber class, like second highest, 6A, 6-7A Division II class, Texas football, which is like the second. Number one is the classes are really built on the size of the school. So Cedar Hill's in that second largest class of football schools. Um, so it's a lot of great teams in that class. So you don't really got to go very far because they all in the Dallas Metroplex. But once you get into like the playoffs and stuff, you get to go play teams like in Houston and Austin and all that kind of stuff. And the playoffs are 6 games deep. So after like a 10-game season, you playing a whole nother 6 games versus teams across the state. So it can get hectic, but it really depends on how the bracket is set up.
Right.
But my 2 years there, no, not really. Like the farthest we might have went was wherever Baylor's at down there. Yeah, Waco.
Okay, Waco. All right, so what's Allen? What is Allen in the division? Cause I know Kyler Murray went there and he was
6A Division 1. So they're in the class above, just because the school is just larger.
Oh, okay.
So depending on the population of the school, they go up a class. So they've been top ranked for a real long time. I don't know how well they're doing now, but yeah, Kyler Murray is a legend out there in Texas. Like the respect that people have for that man is incredible. He came to that game that Bishop Gorman beat us at. Like he was on the sideline with us.
Oh, word?
Yeah, dude's cool. He's not a big dude, but like he cold as a mug. So you really ain't gonna say nothing. He get busy.
He's disgusting. He's
man.
And you know where he went to, right, for college, right? Greatest college of all time. You know that. You know that. Don't do that. You know he cold. And you see what another OU dude did not too long ago. Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you, Oklahoma is different. Like even being out here for college it was kind of interesting too. But OU's definitely had a really good program. I got a lot of dudes out there. I know somebody that's played on every college team out here. But I got a personal connection to at least one person on one of them teams. So.
Yeah, you're a legend. Yeah, he's a legend. Your network game is crazy.
Man, you gotta do it, bro. It's necessary. I'm just blessed. I'm really blessed to have the opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Dennis, when I was in Jersey, I was in my driveway doing drills in my sneakers, praying to God that I had an opportunity to play football at a high level, and I got it. So when people say, God works, man. I'm telling you.
Facts. That's a fact. Definitely, bro. Can't without God. Who are we, man? What are we?
That ass.
So,
speaking facts.
Always give credit to God first and foremost, man, because He deserves it. So, but so now, man, going into let's say your transition from high school to college, what schools did you end up narrowing it down to?
So, I was in talks with schools from Washington State. I had Cornell on my list only because it's upstate New York. And I'm from that region of the country, but it was Washington State, Cornell, NSU. It's a Division II school that I picked, but overall, it was the best offer for me because of what I wanted to do in terms of medicine and that kind of thing. So I ended up taking that offer over going to an Ivy League school where I would have been in debt. Because the thing about Ivy League is when they offer you, they don't offer you scholarship money. So what they're really offering you is the opportunity to get admission. This is an Ivy League school. Only 2% of kids get in. So they could get you in off of that offer, but they're not paying for anything. And it's a Division I school. So that was my biggest problem with it when I spoke to the coach at the time. So it was kind of like, it don't make sense for me to give up a scholarship to go to an Ivy League school just for the namesake of the name on my piece of paper when I graduate,
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I mean, I wanted to go Ivy, but it didn't make financial sense. And I was just like, I got money sitting on the table. Why would I walk away from that? So, I ended up choosing NSU, which was an interesting scenario. I mean, it wasn't the best program. They had a losing record, but in my mind, it was kind of like I knew I wanted to go in medicine. They have an optometry school. They have a great health facility that's brand new that they had built, and I was really heavy into getting my education. So as much success as I had in football, I was always in my mind that I was going to use football as a means to get me to where I wanted to be, and it wasn't going to be pro football for me personally. Like I know I had the talent, I know I had the work ethic, but that wasn't my mission and my goal. So I chose NSU, Northeastern State in Oklahoma, um, because of the science program that they had and the facilities and the connections that I could make here to make something happen. And it's working out today. Like I'm currently working as in a cardiology clinic because they built this brand new health system out here for Cherokee people, and it's literally been the best thing for me because I'm in the field that I wanted to work in, and I'm making the connections with doctors and stuff that really are gonna push me to where I want to be, at least in that regard. So
That's most important, to be honest, to be in the field that you want to be. Honestly, I see that as a win. Because not a lot of people they have the opportunity nowadays, and the fact that you even push yourself to get to the point where you want it to be, that speaks volumes within itself. So I'm proud of you, my G, for sure.
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure, man.
And you know what's so full circle about that, man? Because I also forgot to say that on your intro that
I know where you're
you know it's
going.
so full circle about that, Amir, because this brings me back to the filmmaking, man.
Yeah,
Uh, in eighth grade, or was it seventh? I think it was eighth. It
it
might have
might
been
have been.
seventh. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but either way, in middle school, it was a guy by the name of Jared, Amir, and Dennis in a group, and we had a project that we filmed in the school about three black dudes becoming doctors. So the fact that we did that, right? We Amir filmed it. He came up with all the ideas and shit. At that time, I had no idea I even cared about film, but it was a dope experience. My dumb ass was chewing gum the whole time. That's how much I knew about film. Yo, watching that shit back was so cringy, bro. I'm just
Hey.
I'm saying my lines, chewing. I'm like, bro, what the like? Why didn't this nigga
Uh,
tell? At that point, I got mad at Amir a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had a grudge. Like, why this
Uh,
nigga? He's looking at me. He's just like this, like, uh huh, okay.
oh
I'm just,
man.
you know, like,
that was a dope experience, man. It
yeah, nah,
was
that was fire, bro. Like the shit came out good. Besides me chewing fucking gum the whole time, came out dope. And then we get from there to now he's actually. Are you considered a nurse or a doctor or just like a
so
physician?
so the official title is MA medical assistant. So I work with all the
Okay.
doctors in the cardiology clinic. I make sure I room their patients. I'm taking their heart rates. I'm getting their blood pressure. I'm basically taking care of the patient before the doctor gets in there.
Oh,
So
Mm.
okay.
that's my job. So it's kind of nursing, kind of not. But
Okay.
I take care of the front end stuff and a lot of the back end paperwork that the doctors don't necessarily have to do. So that's my job.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and it's great because I'm getting to see the whole side of the business, basically from getting the patient in the room, getting them signed in with their documents, and also making sure they get all their medication set up and all that stuff. And I really love it, man. It's crazy. Like as much as I've talked about wanting to do it, like actually getting in the room and speaking to patients, I feel so good, man. I got a smile on my face. Like I feel like I'm genuinely making a difference for somebody every day, and it's probably been the most fulfilling thing that I've done, honestly. So it's just really a blessing.
Bro, listen, bro. I gotta tell you, my guy. I gotta tell you, you're my guy. But listen, bro. You're a intimidating looking guy just from the surface. You're an intimidating looking guy.
I feel that.
So if I'm like a damsel in distress and I'm just looking to get blood work and I see you come in, oh, I think I'm done. I'm dead. I think I'm being robbed. I'm done. Oh, I'm done. What? Coming in, nigga like, yo, I'm here to take your blood. Whoa, this nigga. Yo, I'm pressing the panic button. Yo,
Hey,
yo. Like I'm SOSing. So
go ahead.
how is that? How is that like experience? Have you got any of that? Like a little kind of looking shocked, like, wait, this nigga's my nurse?
I'm gonna tell you though, keeping a mask on help with that, at least in the first couple months because of the COVID deal. To keep it a buck with you, the
Yo.
mask help. But
No, the mask don't cover the muscles, my guy.
hey, okay, that's facts. That's facts. But you also got to realize top patients I'm getting is a bunch of old ladies a lot of the time.
That's my
So if any,
point. They be oh shit, this guy.
yeah, sometimes, but um, imagine once I speak, how comforting that might make them feel
Oh yeah, that's a
versus the
fact.
visual. So that has a greater impact overall than just that immediate look. So once you get that immediate feel from me, and then once you hear me speak and you realize the type of person that I am, I'm able to do that with all my patients, and they get real comfortable real quick because they realize what kind of guy I am. So
Yeah.
that's the extra comfort that they get from going from that extreme to like, wow, this guy's like really good. So I receive a benefit from a lot of that stuff, just them getting a different side of what someone like me can be.
Yeah, nah,
So
that's dope, bro. Nah, I'm actually really happy for you, bro. That's
That
fire. You
ass.
got her doing what you want to do, and shit, you seem like you're pretty good at it. So I mean, this
thank you,
ain't
bro.
fire you yet, so you obviously doing something right. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, bro. But so I gotta ask you, bro. When did you really start thinking like, yo, I want to like, as far as help people, I want to make an impact in that area where like the medical field.
I've always loved science, man. I don't know if you know, but like I've always been a
Yeah,
heavy
yeah,
science kind of
definitely was a
dude.
science guy.
Yeah, so I mean, tech science has always been hand in hand for me. Um, Back to Coach Vogel and going to his health classes and stuff like that. I've always been interested in the human body and anatomy and that kind of stuff. So athletics ties hand in hand with that as well. So it's always been like a connected thing for me. So um, healthcare is just one way to go about doing it. And it's just been the best thing for me. So that's why I really decided to pick that. If I put a day on it, I'd probably say one of them health classes in fifth or sixth grade over at Somerset, listening to Coach Vogel talk about the human body and nutrition and all that kind of stuff might have been when I was like, yeah, I could do this.
Mm,
Yeah, no, that's dope, bro.
that
Like
is. That really is.
definitely, bro, because we definitely need, especially COVID has let us know for sure that we need like people in the medical field more than ever. You
Definitely.
know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Sure.
And people that actually want to be in the medical field. I'm not talking about them
Yeah,
doctors that literally cheat through their
facts,
classes. I'm talking about people like Amir that actually want to do this shit. Not
facts.
just, oh, let me just pick up nursing because it's money.
Yeah,
No.
because it's
Yeah.
money. Yeah, that's a fact. And
So,
then you really don't care. Yeah, because I
yeah.
noticed too. Because my wife, she was a damn, what is that shit called? But like where she takes care of like the elderly people in the nursing
Okay.
home. And shit.
Like a
Yeah,
hospice
yeah,
care nurse or
yeah, yeah, like
something.
like one of those, and she had to leave because the way they treated the patients, like the other people was treating the patients, they really didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You could tell they were
I'm
just
gonna
there for the check. So
I'm gonna
that's
tell you, unfortunately, hospice care is probably getting the worst of it, and it's only hopefully it doesn't get worse. I'm hoping that it don't, and I'm working to make sure that it doesn't get worse. But there aren't enough people willing to work with older people because they can be difficult to work with. You know, it's a lot that they need. But if we're talking about health trends for this country, people are living longer, so there's a greater need for care for older folks, and there's going to continue to be because medicines work well enough to where people are living longer, and
Right.
they have disabilities, they have conditions that need to be treated, and you need people to help them to continue their life, and it's just not
yeah,
enough folks going into that kind of work for the right reasons. So I'm seeing a lot of that. But really, my focus is to make sure that my community, my people, have everything that they need to continue to be successful and healthy. Because health is wealth, man. Like literally, you can't do nothing without your health.
It's a
yeah.
fact.
So
It's a fact. I just want to give y'all a timestamp too. By the way, it's an hour 22, on the hour. So,
Oh, all right, bet. Yeah, you want to go into the gaming segment real quick, Weezy?
oh yeah, let's get into gaming right quick. Amir, did you? Well, I like asking everybody this. Did you used to game back in the day?
yeah, I played a little bit, man. I played a whole lot of Halo. I played a little FIFA. I'm gonna tell you right now, I never really played Madden or 2K
Oh,
for
bro.
whatever reason. I was busy playing outside skateboarding or whatever. So I
Yeah,
really
dog.
spent time playing like first person shooter games and a little bit of like sports games.
Okay, okay. So if you had to pick one game that you know that you can always go back to, what would it be?
Mm. That I could always go back to.
Hmm. That you know is forever a classic. It's forever a staple, and you know that it's gonna give you like hours, and I mean upon hours of enjoyment, no matter what.
Super Mario Smash Bros would probably be Would
Okay,
probably be that.
Okay.
he's a
Okay.
legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Or
He's a legend.
Capcom versus Marvel, maybe one of them two. One of them two.
Okay, he's a legend. He's a
Legend.
legend.
So you go for more of the fighting shit, like just like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
I
tough.
I could see you as a UFC player then, or like a Street Fighter or Tekken.
Check-in, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
so
sure.
those would be them. Those would be them.
For sure. For sure. That's all I want to ask. It's a short gaming topic this week. I'll be honest. I didn't want to get into too much. In terms of gaming this week, cause it's a chill episode, bro. So.
All right, so nah, I gotta ask this, man. So what was your favorite gaming console though? Like,
Facts.
So,
come on, man, say
damn.
the right thing, bro. Come on,
So,
don't get on here and say no bullshit, man. Come on.
look, man, I'm gonna give you the reason behind it. Y'all might disagree, but that first Xbox, whatever that was, the early 2000 console that had
Oh,
come
the
out,
OG Xbox, yeah.
the OG Xbox with the big green dome
Yup,
in the middle of
yup,
it.
Talk to them
yup.
now. Yeah,
That's
you
that's
yeah,
So
that's a
my
that's a
yeah,
goat.
talk to
That's
them.
a goat.
my dad put us onto that when I was like 6, 7, man, and he had us playing Halo. He had us playing XX
Yeah.
Tricky, the snowboarding
Get
game, bruh.
tricky.
Bro, when that theme EA Sports shit came on and I heard that track, I would go nuts every time,
Yeah.
man. That was my jam, man. So that original Xbox was definitely the significant console for my life. That's definitely
Okay.
up there for me on
You
my
had me
list.
scared. I'm glad you're a real nigga. You had me scared, bro. I'm thinking you about to say the Wii or something. You had me scared.
Come on
You a
now,
real nigga. You a real nigga. Okay.
come
I'm
on
thinking you
now.
about to
Nah,
say,
the Wii would have been crazy.
I'm like, yo, Wii Sports. You know, you play baseball. Like, come on, my nigga.
You bold,
Nah.
nah.
Nigga talking about
Yo,
I bowled a 300. Nigga, get shit
Hey,
out of here. I bowled a 300.
strike.
imagine
Nigga, do 300 flips out the door, nigga.
Yeah.
yo, imagine if he would have said Nintendo DS.
Oh
Yeah, I
nah,
turned my shit off.
nah, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, if you would have
bruh.
said that, yeah, the show would have been over.
Yeah.
And it was already hour 20. It shit would have been over. But yo,
Yeah.
speaking of that too, we didn't even ask you, bro. How long you got? My fault. I don't even mean to keep holding you up. We can wrap this
I
shit
don't
up.
even know what time it is, bro. Hold on.
It's
It's 12:47. I mean, we can go through till 1. I'm good till 1.
I bet. All right, cool. So now since you know what I'm saying, we got like 13 minutes. Okay, cool. So now let's get into the next chapter of your life, man. So your wife, man. How did you meet her? Did y'all go to high school together? Did you meet her in college or somewhere else?
Yeah, man. I met my beautiful wonder wife in college. I
See,
met
even how
her.
you say that, bro, listen, bro. Dude, I gotta start loving your girls, bro. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Like the way, like you look, like come on, bro. Because then my wife gonna watch this shit and be like, yo, what is he like, bro? You see how he talk about his beautiful queen? Like I'm like, all right, come on, bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
man.
Yo, I mean, this gonna be the episode of Amir make me look like a piece of shit. But all right, come on, man. So go ahead, give
nah,
my
but for
beautiful
real.
Nubian like goddess.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, bro.
So we met probably that first month of my junior year, probably around September, October, right around there. And it was really just hit off real early on. I mean, like I had seen her around campus or whatever, and it's not too many black folk up here. So if you see a new, woman on campus that's of the
Oh,
same
that's like a new
complexion,
girl in school. That's like,
right?
Yeah.
So I seen her, and I just so happened to already have her on Snap, and it wasn't until like I had actually seen one of her posts that I was like, ooh, like this might be something. And then we started texting a little bit, and we just met up one time, and we just hit it off, man. Like the conversation was fire. Like we listened to some real good music, and we just talked for like maybe two hours, maybe, and it was just a real good intellectual conversation. I realized she was a woman that had ambition, had character, and knew what she wanted out of life. In terms of like her goals and stuff, and I was just really inspired to see somebody else on that same kind of path as me. Um, and she was just chill, so it was a real good vibe, and the energy was right. So I mean that opening for me with her was really nice to see, because I hadn't seen a lot of that out here.
Yeah.
It's mainly white folk, and you got some Cherokee people here, Native folks, but to find a young African American woman on that same mission as me, at least in terms of what she wants out of life for herself was inspiring. And yeah, now we're happily wedded and just continuing on that mission of life together, and it's been beautiful, man.
That beautiful black love, man.
Gotta love black love, man.
Wow.
But
Come on, I'm gonna give a round of applause for that. Thank you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Man, that's yeah. Come on, man. That's iconic. Nothing beats that, bro. But
That's a fact.
so I gotta ask you, bro. When did you realize, like, when meeting your wife, well, before she was your wife, when did you realize, like, okay, like, nah, I think she's the one. Like, was it instantly? Was it like some?
It wasn't instantly. I'm not gonna say it was instantly. I'm gonna tell you that I knew um in my mind, knowing the type of person that she was, and the more time that we spent with each other, that this person could be a potential mate for life. Like this is someone that I could see myself with, building a life together, and creating something beautiful out of it. Because it just felt natural in a lot of ways, and it just felt right. So when you find a good woman that is right for you, and y'all on the same mission, and y'all can agree, an agreeable woman is definitely something that's valued by me. So
Yeah.
she has that, and she's always open to learn and to listen and basically work with you on whatever endeavor it is that you plan on pursuing. So I always think that that's beautiful, and that's one of the things that I find beautiful about her, and which is why I decided to make that move. So yeah, well, just not waste the opportunity because there's only so few of them around.
That's the fact, bro.
100%.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
150%.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, bro. But now another question is too, bro, because me and you same age. You feel me? Damn near got married around the same time. What do you say to those out there, man? And you kind of answered it a little bit, but I kind of want you to like fully like answer it. But like, what do you say to those people out there that maybe like me and you both, you know what I'm saying? We both married our wives like too young. Like, you still got all that life to live. Like, why would you tie yourself down that early? Like, you were still in your early 20s. Like, you're not even 25 yet. Like, blah blah blah. Like, what do you say to those people? Like,
What I would say to those people is, once you understand the values that you come into a relationship with, um, and they're set, like your foundation on who you see yourself becoming, and who you want to be as a person is, your job in my mind is to find a partner in life to make those things happen with. And that's the only way that you build a real society. So to wait on doing those things just to go, I guess, test out the waters and see what's out there, of course you need to do that to some degree, but to perpetually waste time instead of looking for the right things, it's just unproductive. So I'm all about being productive with my life and marrying a strong black woman that has ambition, has goals, and is working towards something for herself and us as a unit. Is more important to me than continuing to dilly and dally with, the scallywags of the world. So, and there's a time and place for that, but once you mature enough to understand what your values are, it's a lot easier to make that decision. And I did a whole lot of growing between those first 2 years of college and when I met my wife. So
word? Nah,
yeah.
that's bro. You can't beat that story, bro. That
You
shit
can't.
is.
You literally can't.
And one thing I'll say too, bro, for y'all out there that would say that, let's say like me or Amir or both of us married our wives too young, right? You keep going fishing long enough, bro, and you find that one fish that you like, okay, this the one, and you like, nah, but I think I could try to go out there and get something a little better, get something better. That
No.
fish, when you
No.
turn around after a
No.
while of not catching the applicable fish that's good enough that could compare to the one you already have, you turn around, that motherfucking fish you had is probably gone by then.
Hmm.
You
Mhm.
wasted too much time, like he said. Like, you keep you and a part of that is greed. You know what I'm saying? The same way we said in the beginning about people wanting to just be greedy with like knowledge before they could start something because they want to make sure they have the perfect situation. They want to try to find that perfect woman, or and the girls, they want to try to find that perfect man. But when you got somebody that you feel like you can build with, as me and Amir found, uh a lot of times people just be like, okay, yeah, no, this is good. I'm gonna put her right here. But I think I could find. Let me try to find something better. But in
Yep.
that process, she not about to wait around, or he not about to wait around for you your whole fucking life until you
Oh,
feel like, okay, you are the best one that I found so far. So let me just take you. Like, nah, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? So especially now. Like Wheezy will tell you like about this dating pool, like what's going on out here.
Cess. It's a fucking cesspool.
It's toxic. So listen, man, my advice to y'all out there, man, if y'all find somebody that you could build with, that you guys have mutual respect, and you guys like everything, not everything, but a good portion of things match up and you guys are in line. You just feel like the connections there, man, pull the trigger. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because
It's only right.
you could wait around if you want, or be scared, or be like, damn, like what if, but my saying is, what if it works? Because a lot of times we think about what if it doesn't work, but what if it works? What if it's better than you ever imagined? You never
Right.
know until
It's
you
a
try
fact.
it. You feel what I'm saying?
You
So
know, you know.
that's my advice, man. And that's crazy, bro, because how me and my wife started, bro. We met in school. Like, I've known her since our freshman year of high school, so that was 2013, and that's like damn near 10 years
Sheesh.
ago. So you feel me?
Sheesh.
So it's crazy, bro. And the funny shit about me, I was not on that same type of time of like finding somebody else better, but it just wasn't like I wasn't rushing a marriage. Like I wasn't look. It wasn't like I was looking for somebody else better, but I wasn't really rushing a marriage type shit. But like she will always be like, I guess I'm not getting married until I'm 35. Like just saying, you know how women get like,
Oh
I guess I'm
man.
not getting married
Give
till I'm
her an answer.
30.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you feel me? That kind of also gave me that extra motivation. You know, keep.
But look, man, it's also part of becoming a man, taking that responsibility to people that you really want in your life. So
Yeah,
that's enough. And a lot of people don't respect that anymore, unfortunately.
yeah,
You know, and
Facts.
that has to do with the
Oh.
lack of the men in their life not taking responsibility. So that perpetual cycle's got to stop at some point, and creating the right structures and making the right relationships happen so that you can have children that can continue on that legacy is how you build society. So without that, it's detrimental to our society. So a lot of black people, unfortunately, have fall victim to that and haven't grown from it and haven't been able to learn enough to know what's best for them. So
yeah.
That
just
Nah,
is.
that's a fact. Because the subconscious mind, like we talk about on here a lot, the subconscious mind is the most powerful part of life, or just of oneself. So when you do have that around you, you subconsciously are taking all that in. Like, damn, yeah, my dad never married my mom, or my dad damn near never seen me, so he never even
Yup.
committed to me, and he
right.
made
And
me.
unfortunately, it makes it okay too, at least in your
Yeah,
mind subconsciously. And once it's okay in your mind and you decide to live that way, it's you
yeah,
It's a
haven't
wrap.
grown. You haven't grown from that experience that you either seen or had in your life. So you got
yeah,
to make that decision to grow individually in order to make that work the best for you.
yeah,
It's a
bro.
fact. It's
It's
literally a
real shit,
fact.
man. See why we got him on here, man. He dropping the gym for y'all, man. But Amir,
Y'all
bro,
see
we
it.
Got you,
gotta
bro.
we gotta get you on here for a part two, because unfortunately, bro, I don't think, well, where are we, like close to 2 hours? I don't think that
Yeah.
was even enough. Yeah, I don't think that was enough, bro. It's so much that I was supposed to even ask you that we didn't even get to, just because the story was just so, I mean, the story, the gyms, the laughs, man. It was
Everything. Everything.
this
Every
this was
last
a
thing.
phenomenal episode, man. Yeah, so we got like damn near done. So to wrap it up, man, just let the people know where they could find you, where they could get some of your merch at, where people, if companies want to reach out to you, or somebody thinks about doing a sponsorship, etc. Let the people know where they could contact you, bro.
You could find me and my brand Gusto at gustobrand.com. You can find me on Instagram with my new handle. I think it's Prince.Jawari or Prince.Jawari on Instagram. Um, yeah, man, just follow me on all socials with that handle and check out gustobrand.com. We got a whole lot of a really nice merch coming out, trying to support the people out here, make a difference for these communities, and make a difference for all our people. So,
Yeah,
Sure.
and all the links, by the way, guys, are in the description. So
Down
don't worry
below.
about trying to
Down
pause it
below.
and be like, okay, how
Down
do I spell
below.
that? It's
Is
it's in
just
there.
just look down. Just
Just hurry
scroll
up.
down. Just scroll
Just
down.
scroll down, right, and then you want to click on that little
Yeah.
description thing. It's gonna be in there. Just
Oh,
scroll
oh,
down. It's
and
gonna say,
why y'all down there too? Hit
uh
the like button, hit the subscribe, make sure you share it out. Thanks.
But yeah, man. Weezy, bro, you got anything else to add or ask our guy?
Nah, man, it was a wonderful episode, bro. You
I
shit,
appreciate that.
you know what
I
I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
It was a lot of gems that was said, a lot of gems, yo. If y'all ain't pick up some of them gems, I don't know what y'all doing,
Listen,
but
man. What y'all should have been doing, y'all should have been like Amir be doing. That my wife is probably going to talk to me about after this. Should have been writing some shit
That's a
down.
fact. It was a
Be
million.
doing
It was $1 million worth of game in this episode, bro. If y'all ain't jotting any of this shit down,
Oh, that might be copyright. He didn't mean that. That might be
You
that
just
might be
gonna
my bad, my bad,
just
my
leave
yeah,
bad,
that
that
out
might
so
be
you post
trademark.
it.
We don't
my
even.
bad,
I
my
don't
bad,
even know what he's
my
even
bad,
saying.
my bad, my
I
bad,
don't.
my bad.
Yo, listen,
What
bro.
what 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 about a billion?
The
What about a
thoughts and
billion?
views.
What
No,
about a
no,
billion?
Yeah,
nothing
there you
worth
go.
of nothing worth of nothing.
Okay.
Nothing worth of nothing. Listen, the thoughts and views expressed by homies on this podcast do not reflect the views of its co-host and of its brand.
Yo, chill, bro.
Yeah,
I thought wrong. It is what it is, man. You know. But
All right, well, listen, man. it was a great episode.
that's a
A
fact.
lot
That's
of
a fact.
a lot of gems have been dropped, man. And we definitely got to get our guy on for a part two, man.
Fendi.
absolutely.
The great thing about these interviews on here, bro, is like we need part twos for damn near every single one of
Yep.
them. It's so much
We
like
do.
because we gotta tell the story, but it's like so much that is left out that we could just go in on, especially for helping you guys. I know obviously, as you guys know, our guy Amir loves to help other people, and we definitely want to get him back on here for a part two. But with that being said, on Central Time, the hour is 101. So we are a minute over, man. Our time management is not that good. We'll get better. But
I'm working
It's
on
with
it.
all
that
good,
being
family.
said, man, Amir, bro, we really appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming on, rocking with us, man, dropping the gems, helping our audience out, man.
Yes,
Just
sir.
feel me, showing that love, bro. Really
For
appreciate that.
sure. Much love, family. I appreciate the time and the effort to make this happen. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir,
Chill,
bro.
G, always, man.
Always, man. And then make sure y'all go cop that gusto, man. Make sure
Yeah,
y'all
go
go tap
cop
in
that,
with my
bro.
guy.
Now, ASAP.
Go cop
Y'all
that
see it?
gusto, man.
Y'all, y'all,
Go
y'all
tap in
see
with
it
my
on his
guy.
chest. Y'all see he got the hoodie on with the beat. Yo,
Yeah,
y'all see him, bro. Yo, if y'all
look
don't
at
go
them, bro.
support, bruh,
And
support
it's
small
quality.
businesses.
Yo, by the way, too, it's quality. Like I told y'all before, that hoodie he has on, I have it in olive green. It's fire.
I
Even my,
still
my
need a red
wife was
one.
like, "Oh, that don't look good on your
I
skin." I'm
st-
like, "Yeah, the olive green sit right on me." You feel me? But you feel me? This ain't about me. But nah, this the quality of the clothing is good quality. Yeah. So my guy, he not just out here just BSing. He actually takes pride in what he do. That's
Facts.
why he's a great guy, man. Much love to him. And I think with that being said, man, we can wrap this thing up.
Yeah, Hersky. Like I said before, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the podcast. If y'all have not already, if you're on Spotify, make sure you rate the pod 5 stars and share this bitch out with your friends and of your other friends and of your other friends. Make sure y'all come back next week. Y'all already know. Each and every single Saturday at 10 a.m. We don't stop. It's episode 45. Next week is 46, and then the week after that is 47. We're getting closer to 52 weeks. 52 weeks marks a year. Come
I'm
on.
here. We
Come
rocking.
on, man. We really doing this shit out. We really providing this content for y'all, man. But
Talk to
without
him.
without
Yeah,
further
your name
ado,
might be Weezy. Your name might be Homie Sharpton. You might be Homie Sharpton, or homie TJ TD Jakes. Yeah, TD Jakes.
TD Jakes. There
all
you
right,
go.
bro. All right, bro. We we
All
we
right, my
we
fault,
we
my
we,
fault.
we about to get out of here, bro. It's been your boy Weezy,
And your boy Coop, man.
and it's been Amir. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye. Have a good one. God bless.